500,000 kilometers. For most vehicles, that's the end of the road. But for certain LandCruisers, it's just the warm-up. This video is general information only, not mechanical advice. Vehicle longevity depends on maintenance, usage, and condition. Always inspect vehicles and seek professional advice before purchasing. So, what does 500,000 kilometers really mean? It's not just a number on a dashboard. It's the distance of driving around Australia's coastline more than 33 times. It's a testament to incredible engineering, and it doesn't happen by accident. To reach this milestone, a vehicle needs a specific set of ingredients. It needs over-engineered components that are built tougher than they need to be. It requires conservative engine tuning, prioritizing reliability over outright power. You need a strong, efficient cooling system that can handle the harsh Aussie climate without breaking a sweat. It must have global parts availability, so you're not stranded in the middle of nowhere. And critically, it needs a simple, repairable design that an average mechanic or even a savvy owner can fix. Toyota absolutely nailed this formula, especially in their older LandCruisers. They built them not just to last, but to be endlessly rebuildable. Let's dive into the guaranteed members of the 500,000 kilometers club, the engines that just laugh at this figure. First up, the unkillable benchmark, the 1HD diesel. You'll find it in the 70, 80, and 105 series LandCruisers. If there's one engine synonymous with 500,000 kilometers, this is it. It's the engine that powered countless work vehicles, tour operators, and UN fleets across the globe. So, why does it get there so easily? Simplicity. It uses a purely mechanical fuel injection pump, so there are no complex electronics to fail. It has no turbo, which means less heat and less stress on internal components. Its cooling system is straightforward and effective. Critically, it's known for its ability to tolerate lower quality fuel, a massive advantage in remote areas. And when things do eventually wear out, these engines are famous for being easy and relatively cheap to rebuild. Here's the reality for the 1H's 500,000 kilometers is normal. It's what's expected. Seeing one with 700,000 kilometers is common, and reaching 1,000,000 kilometers is not unheard of. It's the undisputed king of long-distance reliability. Next, let's talk about the petrol that refuses to die, the 1FFA. Found in the 80, 100, and 105 series, this is arguably the most underrated long-life engine Toyota ever built. While diesel often gets the glory, the 1FFA is a silent achiever. What makes it last? It's an overbuilt straight six, a naturally balanced and smooth design. It's a low-stress engine, tuned for torque and durability, not screaming high RPMs. The electronics are simple and robust, avoiding the gremlins that plague more modern vehicles. And just like its diesel counterpart, it has an excellent cooling system designed to keep temperatures stable under load. The reality for the 1FFA is that these engines quietly and smoothly reach 500,000 to 600,000 kilometers with just basic, consistent servicing. Many owners who simply change the oil and keep the cooling system healthy find themselves with an engine that just won't quit. It's a testament to great petrol engineering. Now for Toyota's diesel masterpieces, the 1HD series engines, the 1HD, the 180T. You'll find these legends in the 80 and 100 series LandCruisers. These are the engines that many consider the peak of Toyota's diesel development powerful. Reliable and built before complex emission systems started to complicate things. Why do they succeed? They were designed with a rock-solid bottom end, built to handle boost and constant heavy loads. The factory turbocharging was conservative, prioritizing longevity over peak power figures. They were engineered for the express purpose of hauling heavy caravans and exploring remote tracks, day in and day out. This focus on durability means they have excellent longevity when maintained correctly. For a well-maintained example, regularly exceeding 500,000 kilometers is standard practice. These engines combine the old-school toughness of the 1HZ with the extra power and torque that makes touring effortless. They are, without a doubt, a first ballot entry into the 500,000 kilometers club. Now, let's look at the strong contenders, the engines that can reach 500,000 kilometers with good care and attention. First is the 5VZ petrol V6, found in the 90 series Prado. This engine is a quiet hero in the Toyota family. It's known for being very reliable, with a simple, easy to work on design and an abundance of cheap parts. For the 5VZ FIA, hitting 500,000 kilometers is absolutely achievable, especially with diligent cooling system maintenance and regular servicing. It's a tough little V6 that punches well above its weight. Next is its successor, with the 1GR FI petrol V6, used in the 120 and 150 series Prados, as well as FJ Cruisers and Hilluxes. This is a strong modern petrol engine. To reach the 500,000 mark, it demands a good maintenance record, particularly concerning oil changes and keeping the cooling system in top shape. But we're already seeing high kilometer examples out there that prove its potential for incredible longevity. It's a solid contender that can definitely make the club. But what about the engines that struggle to reach 500,000 kilometers without a major spend? Modern complexity changes the equation. Engines with high-pressure common rail injection systems, complex emissions gear like DPFs and EGRs, and a heavy reliance on turbos and a myriad of sensors face a much tougher battle. These modern diesels can certainly reach 500K, but it usually comes at a much higher cost. Injectors might need replacing every 150,000 kilometers. DPFs can clog and require expensive replacement, and a single sensor failure can leave you stranded. The cost of keeping these advanced systems healthy over the long haul is significantly higher than their simpler predecessors. So, what is the real secret to 500,000 kilometers? Here's the truth. Most LandCruisers don't die, they get neglected. The number one killer of any engine is overheating. Diligent cooling system maintenance, replacing hoses, coolant, and the water pump as preventative measures is non-negotiable. Following that is using short oil, change intervals with quality oil. Clean fuel is vital, especially for diesels, so regular filter changes are a must. Driving with mechanical sympathy, especially when towing, reduces wear and tear. And finally, fixing small problems early before they become big, expensive failures is key. Do this, and the right LandCruiser won't just hit 500,000 kilometers. It will probably outlast you. So, let's summarize the 500,000 kilometers club. For an easy entry, you're looking at the 1HZ diesel, the 1FSAC petrol, and the 1HD series turbo diesels. To get there with care, the 5VZ Fair and 1GR Fair petrols are achievable contenders. For modern diesels, it's possible, but it will likely be a more costly journey. So, the final verdict is this. If you want a LandCruiser that reaches 500,000 kilometers without drama, buy one with an old school engine, minimal electronics, and proven global parts support. That's why the 1HC, 1FC Fair, and the 1HD series diesels continue to dominate the 500,000 kilometers club. They are the gold standard of longevity. Is your LandCruiser in the 500,000 kilometers club or getting close? Drop your odometer reading in the comments below. We'd love to see how many Ks your rig has traveled. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Nomad Off-Road Australia for more real-world LandCruiser longevity tips, buyer guides, and the honest truth about ownership. See you in the next one.